Great, we're here. Actually, that all good was not
1-0-2.
supposed to be on the microphone. Sorry about that. So we've got a match here between Jesse.
Point.
Oh, I'm sorry, we don't have the new stuff up. So it's Lucy Kovalova. I almost said Irina. Where is Irina? Does anyone know? And she's playing with. Let's see which Kawamoto. I got to see which hand she hits the ball with. So that's Jackie Kawamoto. Jade plays left-handed, and somebody one time said Jade has 4 letters, left has 4 letters, so Jade's the one that plays left-handed. So it's got to be Jackie Kawamoto, and we'll get the names up here on the screen hopefully shortly. And they're playing against the lovely, the talented Brascia sisters, and Maggie is playing on the left side here,
0-2-2.
the taller of the two, and Maggie playing on the right side, and I think they're going to stack and keep it that way.
Point.
And in a second, I'm going to give a shout out for the Brascias, who asked me to mention some family members. Ooh, called out.
Side
I
out.
thought that might have caught.
Point.
And so they wanted me to give a shout out to their third sister in the trio, who plays pickleball at the same level they do, and that's Molly. She's a diver at UCLA and a big cheerleader for them. Wow. So they made about 6 really incredible 6.5 level gets. And then smartly, the last ball, Jade said, I'm not going to hit either one of you because then you're going to have no chance to get it. So she went right down the middle of the two of them. Oh, that was funny there. Lucy and Jackie literally ran into each other. Great get by Jackie there.
Point.
And so really nice attack by Lucy there, and Maggie had no problem with it. And Lucy came back at her again, and Maggie could not get her paddle out of the way.
4-2-2.
Try as she might.
Point.
And so far things are going well for the Kovalova and Kawamoto.
5-2-2.
They're getting the bounces, and they're playing very aggressive. I don't think the Brascias are playing bad.
Side out.
They're just being outplayed a little bit. So, again, Mary asked me to give a shout out to the Brascia Fry family. So, I'm guessing Fry is possibly the mom's. Their mom's.
2-5-1. Second serve.
Somebody came over and asked me if he should get a ball
2-5-2.
that went underneath the platform where the seats are.
Point.
And I was trying to indicate to him that I wasn't in a position to be able to talk. I guess
3-5-2. Side out.
And again, we got that sort of tough, one-handed backhand where people are trying to
5-3-1.
get the ball back in the court, and she was, probably 2/3 of the way back, and also the ball is just a little bit behind her. That's a tough shot. And
second serve.
Lucy was covering middle on that, but she was just a little bit slow to the spot, so she couldn't come around on the ball. It's like a
5-3-2.
batter in baseball fouling one off down the first base line. A right-handed hitter just couldn't quite come around, get it into the playing field, and Lucy could not keep that one on the court.
Point. 6-3-2. Side out.
And a ball just came under the platform and close to under the table here, and I was able to retrieve it.
3-6-1.
And that one just wide as well. I got a message here from a good friend of mine, Agatha Tran, who's watching with some people having a watch party, and she said, don't talk continuously when you are commenting.
Second serve.
And I know I was doing that for a while. We were kind of free-flowing when I was talking to Ryan. So for the rest of you out there who also didn't appreciate that, I apologize, and it's just me now, so I'll try and talk a little bit less and not during the points. And another wide ball, so a few unforced errors here from both teams.
6-4-1. Second serve.
Anyway, much love to Agatha Tran and her husband Joe, who I played with
6-4-2
at Nationals as my doubles partner.
Point. Seven, 4-2. Point.
And I'm expecting a timeout here.
Timeout receivers, 8-4-2.
So they're going to talk it over with their dad.
Time in. 8-4-2. Point.
And a couple nice resets there, but it's really hard once you're on the defense
9-4-2.
Fighting for your life to get every ball back.
Point.
And
Game point.
Be a little bit more patient, right? Lucy sitting on her two-handed backhand there. That's not a spot.
10-4-2. Point. Game. 11-4. Timeout. Change ends.
So,
2 minutes.
Not the greatest.
Tournaments are a fun and exciting way to grow your game. Connect with other players and stay active in the welcoming pickleball community. Whether you're a seasoned player or looking to try your first tournament, we have a place for you.
New ball. Game 2. Time in. 0-0-2. Point.
Wow, that was a beautiful stab from Lucy there. Lucy's, if you can't tell at home, is very tall, has long arms, and she made a beautiful stab ball
1-0-2
there that caught Maggie by surprise.
Side out.
And then same gal hits an out serve there, which
0-1-1.
Pickleball, especially if you're not going for a big serve. Beautiful point. There we go. That's the Brascia sisters right there. And it was kind of cool there that, and they're laughing about it right now, one of the sisters took a swing at the ball, completely missed it, and the other sister backed her up.
1-1-1.
Oh, and that was
Second
a beautiful, I think somewhat inadvertent return by Lucy that went down the line because it was such a good serve. And Mary tried to catch them because they were both on the same side by going cross court, but just barely missed it.
Side out.
And that third there catches the taped, unfortunately for them.
1-1-1. Point.
Wow. Really beautiful playing by Lucy there, and you might hear oftentimes about a well-constructed point. She pulled Mary out wide, and then she did a nice surprise lob off a volley there, and then moved her wide again. And anyway, just really nice shots, and she really deserved that point.
Second serve.
And prior to that point, the Brascias were on the wrong side, and I think even last year that would have cost them a point. But now, as I think it should be, the ref just says, hey, you're supposed to be over there. Oh, not a clean winner, though. That hit. Lucy instinctively put her shoe up, and that actually hit on the heel of her shoe.
1-2-1. Second serve.
And according to Matt Mayfield doing the production for us in a pinch,
point.
If they do play a point, you know, the ref doesn't catch it and they play a point on the wrong side, it still stands. So that's interesting too, because you could take advantage of that potentially by trying to play on the side that you want to, and then you don't have to unwind the stack. So they're in a little bit of confusion possibly right now about the fact that they have two and which side they should be on, because usually when you stack, you know which side you're supposed to be on based on whether your score is even or
side out. Two, 2-1. Point.
That ball went so fast there, I think it must have hit Maggie where it ended up. And it gives them a 1-point advantage.
3-2-1.
Wow.
Point.
That was incredible. Lucy went for obviously an unexpected let ball. I'm not sure how many people expect let balls. And tried to do a lob. She did not get it up high at all. And so it was crushed by Mary. And at the same point that Lucy had to back up and try and get out of the kitchen so that she didn't get a footfall.
1 minute.
Incredible save off her shoelaces.
Point.
And the Brascia sisters are just a little bit out of sync. They had a great win in their last match against Vivian David and Paris Todd, so I'm sure they were playing well there. And that was just a really good location for that ball right there from Jackie Kawamoto. And also, I think the ball would have stayed in
7-2-1.
Well, so just, you know, what do you do in that situation?
Point.
Yeah, and that's a shot right there that Maggie makes 10 out of 9 times. So they're just off a little bit.
Timeout receivers.
And I was just going to say, you know what? Hey, let's take one more timeout. What are we going to wait for? 9, 10, and it's
time in.
Everybody gets around in a circle, and you can steal the gifts. And so anyway, really great time. And that's obviously, you know, sometime in December they have a big food truck that's there.
9-2-1. Point. Match point.
Yeah, I mean, this is actually, you know, painful because I know that they're so much better than this. That's a shot that they make every time. They don't miss those balls.
Point, game, match.
And you combine that with the fact that, wow, you know, Jackie Kawamoto and Lucy Kovalova just played really great. I haven't seen Lucy play that well in a long time. The Kawamotos have just been playing consistently